Blue versus red, left versus right. It's all a theater. While you argue, you're broke, distracted, and dying in loops. The sprints are open now. The link is in the description below. So I want you to understand that we have to expose a few problems here. So politics, identity, and division equal staged theater. And if you don't realize that already, I need you to get from under a rock, right? Because life's going to just get more difficult as the time and the days go on, years go on. You must realize that this is no longer something that you can take lightly, right? As we see, life is going into this very interesting, or society is going into this very interesting route, like place where people are so divisive based upon religious beliefs, and not only religious beliefs, but also like political beliefs. Got people like ready to kill their neighbor, right? So you got to get to a space where you understand that it's all a distraction, right? Your neighbors aren't your enemies, no matter what their opinions are / views are. The true enemy is the distractions that you allow to plague your mind, right? This is an internal game. This is very much so a spiritual war. And the second you realize that is the second you'll wake up to the true realities of what's going on. And so you need to stop wasting time arguing. Like, don't even argue with the ideas that the media tries to push toward you. Just sit there and realize, if this is an internal game, that all of the things and energy that you have going on in your life need to be directed to making sure that you're living as true to you as possible, right? If you're a man, you need to be living to this structure that we speak about, right? Because so you can get the abundance, the opportunities, and the cash flow. Just because the world is going backwards doesn't mean that you have to as well. If you focus on yourself and your internal game and starting to understand your voice and understand where you're going, there's no need to be distracted by the theater / the play that is going on right now, because that's all it is. It's an orchestrated script that is being executed perfectly. And what are the masses doing? They're being very divided. They're divisive. And guess what happens when you divide yourself? People conquer you. So if that's the case, then step away from society, step out of the theater, stop watching the play. Don't be distracted by what's going on outside, and really focus on yourself and making sure that you are in the right place, right? Because once this is held in your hands, you can do whatever you please. But the second you give this away, you've lost the game already. You've lost yourself to the play. And a lot of you are attaching your identity to specific parts or sides within a play that's already been like written out and plotted against you to do the very things it's doing to you right now. So the play is a distraction, and you have to wake up from that distraction. And so here's the true revelation. The division feeds the puppeteers. Distraction kills men's sovereignty. You can have the ability to do whatever you want on this planet, but you are at the core of that opportunity to really live true to you. And the second you allow the puppeteers who are playing right in front of your face so that you are divided from your neighbor, as soon as they get you to divide, they're going to conquer you. You are distracted. You are not seeing straight, and you must see straight. A lot of you have loops that you're still playing in based upon these same distractions. The loops that plague your life will continue to stay within your life until you break them. And you're so concerned about political views and opinions of others and not speaking your truth that your loops will never come out, and they just continue to hide underneath all of these things that you identify within the play that's going on outside. Stop identifying yourself with the puppeteers like a masterful play. Let go of that and walk out the theater. And when you walk out the theater, you are now an outsider. Why? Because you don't believe, nor do you discuss any of the fucking topics that mainstream society is fueling you with. So therefore, you don't really exist in that realm. And so you have to start to look within yourself to see who you truly are, so that you can become whatever it is that you want and live as you please, giving you back what? Your sovereignty. And so structure is the only way to resist, right? Discipline over debates. I'm not arguing about what you should and shouldn't be doing. I know what I need to do. And if you as a masculine man also want your sovereignty, you know what you should be doing, which is working on your structure. But no, you're too like caught up in distractions, weed, alcohol, sex, pointless conversations on the internet, doom scrolling. All of these things are fueling your demise, and you're just playing within the hands of the puppeteer, which is then doing what? Giving them more power, not only of the play, but of you. And the more power they have of you, you're never going to see the light of day, bro. So you keep playing that dumbass game, because once you exit the play, you see the truth. Power was always inward. A lot of my students, like I say in every video, must ground. You have no choice to get connected with the frequency of the earth so that you can hear yourself at a neutral state. So now you're not affected by the imbalances of the positive and negative things that happen within life. And you can stay neutral, continuing, walking forward and hitting the checkpoints of the ideal identity that you want to proclaim, like to claim and embrace. Let go of the play and become who you want to become. So the way and path to sovereignty, or the way and path to really salvation, is that you need to hit the 2 needle movers for the day. If you're still in your 9 to 5, but you want to get out, you have to assess yourself and realize that the identity that you're going through right now is not the identity that you desire, nor is it the identity that's going to get you out of your 9 to 5. You are at your 9 to 5 for a reason. You are in the position that you are for a reason. You are in that toxic relationship for a reason. You have no real confidence or control over your life for a reason. Why? Because you are not focusing on the 2 things that will help you get out of whatever situation you're in. And so you have to turn the finger pointing, not from to the external, but to the internal, and see that you are making decisions based upon loops that no longer serve you. So you must break them. How do you break them? You have to get to the root cause of them. So you have to sit down and ask yourself why, until you realize that whatever you are doing is based upon certain things that happened way back when, somehow, when you were a child, right? More than likely probably seeded to you by your parents, and then you validated the program that was given to you or not, right? Based upon society's reaction to the very program that you ran from your parents, right? So when you get those reactions and you get these feedback loops, what's happening is it does cause a little bit of damage. So it could send you into a loop. And so your biggest thing is that you have to allow yourself to make these mistakes, but know that they're coming from a deeper seated place, and you have the duty, you owe it to yourself to figure out why. And once you figure out why, then it's time to look at your life and say, where is it that I want to be? What destination am I going after? Who do I want to become? And once you understand who you want to become, now it's time to act as if you are already that person. Because every decision that you make is telling the energetic field that's around you, the electromagnetic field, as you are an electromagnetic being, you are imprinting your energetic signature onto the field, telling it what you are and what it should reflect back to you. So therefore, you must focus on the 2 things that are moving you forward, but be very decisive in those 2 things as you move towards the goal as the person that you say you want to become. You have to act as it now. And so if you are lost and you need help, listen, I'm not Jesus. I'm not God, right? But I do have systems and ways that you can change your life based upon these loops and claiming the identity that you want. So again, if you want to change your life and actually step up to the plate and become something, and not just fuel your identity by the play that is being hosted by the puppeteers and taking all of the power from you, and you want to reclaim that power, again, the 6-week sprint is in the description below. But your final decree. So understand this, the play doesn't end until you walk out. Stay seated and you'll become consumed. Stand up, leave the theater, and build outside the stage. DM Outsider or hit the link in the description below, but you must decide. Consider yourself warned.